So first, from our wife's perspective, what does the world look like through the eyes of our wife in 2025, Marla? You've been married for 10 years. The dating time is over. So that phase of being a woman, which I can only imagine, right? Trying to court me as a man or as a boyfriend and a soon-to-be husband, that's long gone. Where is the wife? What does that look like now for the wife that's been married for 5, 10 years that we dads and husbands, more importantly, should be aware of?
Well, it's a good question to ask. Is your wife in perimenopause or menopause? That's a good question. And if you don't, and you need to know that, and then you need to go get educated on what that actually means for her. Because what happens for her is happening for you. And so there's a big shift that's happening in the woman's body. There's sometimes weight gain. There's a change in libido. There's so many things that feel out of control for her. And unfortunately, sometimes the husbands get the brunt of that. And so there's that understanding that that is happening is really important. And as much support and care that, I mean, my husband's great. I mean, he's just, he's so good in this field, and he understands. I think it's so important, Ryan, is to know what is vulnerable for your wife. What part of their story with their food and their body, and I don't know any woman that doesn't have something like that feels vulnerable. Just, given birth, their body has changed. They're perimenopause, they've been with you for how long, right? Like, so many things have changed, and the body is changing, and weight is changing. And so my husband knows those things that I am sensitive around, and he will sometimes tiptoe, and I feel it. And I feel the love in that. I feel the love and care that he has for me. And that's really important. And so if, as the husband, to not, like, don't comment on her body in any way that is not positive. Like, if you have a comment, you want, like, keep it to yourself. It's not helpful at all. Supportive, loving. Why do you love this? If your woman's body has changed, and I know that, let's just face it, especially for men, they're more visual than women are, right? Like, they get turned on more by visual. And so there can be that journey of, okay, this woman's body has changed. How can I actually allow myself to get turned on by this? What does turn me on, right? And how can I lean into that part of this woman? And because a woman feeling desirable is really important, even if she's like, leave me alone, there's still something that's really lovely about it. At least for me, anyway. So I think it's important to know that women have a lot more pressure on what their body looks like than you do. And there's a certain level, and my husband has had his own food challenges as a child, and so he gets it, but he doesn't get it. And I think and he knows that he doesn't get it. And I think it's important to realize that the frame of reference from a male brain and their body is different. We've been violated. We have been objectified as very young girls. And so the way that we are in these bodies, it's just different. And so there's a level of kindness and compassion that needs to be a part of everything, especially when it pertains to body.